You guys already know how it is, bro. There's tons of men today, 30 plus, warning the younger generation of men about marriage in the West. When you guys go out there into the dating market, into the dating pool, you have to be very careful. Women also have to be careful too. You have to really understand what you're dealing with before, things get too far. You get too far ahead of yourself and the actions did not meet up. And things can go very bad for both either man or woman. And we're not talking about things you just might think. We're talking about getting completely used, getting completely lied on. Some people get married very early. They end up losing everything. And this is why you guys have to be black belts in this type of stuff to protect yourself. Everybody should be protected. It's not just about men protecting themselves, it's about everybody involved protecting themselves, because we don't want good people getting completely discombobulated. It's not what should happen. And this is why so many men, 30 plus, bunch of experience, are warning the younger generation about marriage in the West. Lots of men today are going overseas. Men that are worthy. Because men that are worthy are in a very dangerous position. Dangerous. You have everything to lose. Some stupid female, bro, does not have anything to lose. Some of the girls you guys be dating, bro. Some of the calls I've done, hearing some of the stories. I even told my girl some of the stories that has happened, and she's just like, what the? I can't even believe it. It's out of this world. That's why you guys have to be careful. I've heard the worst of the worst. I've seen some bad stuff happen to some of my friends, and people got to be cautious today, bro. You got to be careful out here. It's a wonder why older, experienced men are warning the younger generation. I do it myself. I warn people as well. I'm warning people right now, am I not? That's what's going on. You see it. So, it's a wicked, wicked world. And it's a wonder why so many men are going overseas. There's so many men, bro, that just want the right ideal situation with the right woman, things going correct, things going right, but it's seemingly so hard today. Majority of women in the West have gone completely nuts, completely insane. And they literally think they can do and act however they want, and it's just not how it goes. Like, that will all come back on you. If you want to run around causing chaos, causing problems, that will come back on top of you. Every time. Karma is a real thing, I believe it. Nobody's perfect, but as long as you stay true to yourself and you try to be the best you can be and the best you can be to others as well, then you will get rewarded. But if you're doing people dirty, if you're lying, manipulating, cheating, being dirty, it's coming back on top of your head. I don't care who you are. It will happen. It will happen. I've seen it happen. I've seen karma do its thing. I have been through some rough situations in the past, and what do you know? Karma's a real thing. It shows up. All those years that you had to go through that were painful is going to come back onto those people. That same pain is coming back. It will happen. So, I'm a firm believer good people ending up with good people, and it takes a lot of work to be a good person. It takes a lot of work to have the resilience to remain a good person today. and to not let yourself go down a bad path, down the bad rabbit hole, get into substances and alcohol and drugs, and you're not motivated, you're not disciplined, you're around people you shouldn't be. It's a bad life. I don't recommend doing anything like that. I recommend keeping a level head and be more focused, goal oriented. Be the best man you can possibly be, bro. And be very careful as well, because like I said, the more you accomplish, the more you've gained, the more dangerous of a situation you find yourself in, because the more you have, bro, the more you have to lose. The least amount you have, the least amount you have to lose. You have a whole bunch of stuff. You got the world, you are rich, successful, high flying, wheeling, limousine riding, jet flying, going crazy. You have a lot to lose in the hands of a manipulative woman who could lie her whole way into marrying you and taking everything you got. Taking half your shit, taking half your limo, half your jet, half your finances, half your home. It's a very crooked world. All these rules in place. It doesn't exist in my life because I'm not going to be with the government. I'm not with the government in anything. I'm not going to deal with the government and sign things with the government. The government can go itself. It's an illusion. It's literally designed to destroy your life. It can destroy a woman's life as well. That's why you got to be careful. But a lot of men today are getting screwed. And that's why the older men are warning the younger generation, the younger men, you got to be careful. All hell can and will break loose. Got to stay patient, bro. Got to stay patient. Work extremely hard. Commit yourself and make yourself uncomfortable. Do things that you don't want to do, and that's where all the growth is at. It's not about doing the things you want to do all the time. It's about having the correct mindset, saying, you know what, I'm going to do this today, and you actually do it. You follow through on the things you're going to do, and you go out there and you can do it. As a man should. And if you can even do those things today as a man, you're rare, because there's not a lot of men sticking to those things, sticking to their word, being that disciplined, that good of a man. But it's a must. Everybody must. Everybody must become more resilient. Everybody must become the best man they can be. And as you do that, as you gain, as you're in a very good position, you got to be careful. And I guarantee you, you will be when you're in a good position, because you wouldn't be in a good position if you weren't careful in the first place. And if you weren't that successful, you wouldn't be that smart. So you're going to be smart. You're going to know what to do. But this video is pretty much for the younger guys to teach you guys, educate you guys on, you know, what to expect in the future, because, you know, you gain all this success, you have all this life momentum, things are going well. One single wrong, manipulative woman could come in and completely take everything you've worked for, bro. Everything you've worked for. Every single thing. You marry the wrong woman today, bro. You let that woman take everything you got. You weren't careful enough. You believed it all. You believed the things she was telling you. And you lose it all. Half your stuff. Paying child support. Some of you guys are in terrible situations. And it's because you just let it happen, bro. You didn't think twice. No prenups. You did it all with the government. You let it all go. You thought it was going to be forever. And you could only hope as a man that it would be. But a lot of the time, bro, it's not forever. Especially in today's world. A lot of the time, bro, it's not forever. There's a saying that goes for a reason. She's not yours, she's just your turn. This doesn't mean love doesn't exist. It does. It's just rare. And if you find it, you keep it and you don't let go. You fight to stay together. You fight to make things right. If it's worth it to you, and if it's worth it to her, because it takes two to tango. It takes two to make things what it should be. But you guys have to understand when you're dealing with a completely manipulative, evil, cunning female who's literally after you to take what you've earned. There's some women, bro, living today in a massive home that they did not work for, that they did not buy. They divorced their rich husband. Now they're living like that. Did they deserve that? Hell no, they didn't deserve that. Who would deserve that just because you don't want to be with somebody no more? Oh, give me a mansion now, pretty well. Give me a massive home just because I don't want to be with you no more. I deserve half a home. Nobody deserves that type of stuff. Nobody. Am I saying they deserve nothing? I'm not saying that. But that amount of stuff? If Jeff Bezos gets divorced, does he deserve to lose half of his earnings to make some woman rich just because she don't want to be with him no more? No, not that much, but that's how things go. It's crazy. No man should ever lose half of his stuff. That's half of your stuff to someone you're not even going to be with no more. A lot of the time, bro, it's women that ruin those situations to begin with. Men could be borderline perfect and it's not enough. They've done so much. She's just checking out. She don't want to do it no more. Women initiate most of divorces. It can be a scary thing for a man, and I would love to see a woman in that situation because, bro, they wouldn't do it. Women are pretty smart. They would not do it, but they expect men to do it. They all expect men to do it. So as a man, you have to be smarter than that, bro. You got to be far smarter than that. It's an evil world. That's why you got to be very selective with who you deal with. And when you select the people you deal with, you got to put in the work. You got to make sure things are, going accordingly and going in the direction it should be in. Because it's a wicked world. There's got to be trust. There's got to be lots of things lining up in order to make things work. Some of you guys marry way too fast, bro, way too easily from a woman that sold you a complete dream. She put on this great act as if she's perfect for you and all this stuff, but it was all an act just to get what you've worked for. And that's a gut-wrenching feeling for a man, especially losing that stuff. It's unbearable. You put so much in, bro, and you just get left with nothing. Just a female that wanted to come in and just do all that stuff to you. And it meant nothing at the end of the day. Because she got what she wanted and she's gone. She's going to do it again. She's going to do it to somebody else. Somebody else is going to get that same treatment. And she'll probably go and tell everybody else how horrible you were and whatever else goes on. It's going to be completely insane. It's funny how men are victimized in lots of, I'm not saying every time, but lots of situations today and lots of marriages and lots of divorces, men are victimized. He could have been, if everything was ever shown and seen, he would have looked probably like damn near a perfect man. And that crazy ex-wife would have looked probably pretty crazy. And they get half the stuff. Look at the Amber Heard and Johnny Depp situation. Johnny Depp was accused of all this stuff. All this stuff he was accused of. Thank the high heavens he had footage. Thank the high heavens he had footage of Amber Heard and proved himself innocent while she tried to put him out to be some monster. She tried to put him out to be just god-awful. And the truth came to the light. This wicked, wicked, evil woman will not get away with this. God did not want that to happen, and it didn't. Because he would have lost a lot of stuff. He probably would have went to jail, prison, whatever you want to say, and it would have been bad. This is the type of stuff men deal with today. Women simply don't get put in those situations. Men do. I'm not saying it was never a man's fault for something. I'm not saying that. But a lot of the time, it is a woman more in the wrong. In divorces, in all those cases. And they still get half the stuff. Because they had unrealistic expectations of their man. They wanted too much, demanded too much, and didn't give enough. Sometimes if women could just give enough, the man would be able to give as much as she wants. But she doesn't, so he can't, because he can't possibly operate at that level when nothing is happening in return. It's damn near impossible. The man starts to get drained. The things all start to fall apart, and it's because he's doing too much and she's doing too little. And it's just not... and it still wasn't enough. So that's how you see all those divorces happening, bro. And these women can really victimize you. They can make it seem like you were at fault and you're terrible and you weren't this and you didn't do that and all this stuff. You didn't do anything. Those types of women, bro, they didn't do anything. Nothing. These are the types of women older men out here are warning you guys about. You have to be very careful with who you deal with. Very careful, bro. It's a crazy, evil, cunning world. And you do put yourself in a good position as a man, you're at danger, bro. Your life is in danger. Because things is going to come your way. Lots of things is going to come your way. And it's up to you to understand what's going on. That's all you have to do. Understand what's going on, bro. That is what you must do. In all the situations you guys find yourself dealing with, understand it, bro. Understand it. I've just heard horror stories, and we just all have to wish and hope and pray that it does not happen to any of y'all or for anybody. Stay awake, stay woke, and don't put yourself in a position where you could get your life completely crushed and obliterated as a man because, bro, some evil, cunning woman would gladly take half of what you worked for, and it's going to benefit her for the rest of her life. She just hit the lotto. She just hit the lottery off of you. Did she deserve all that? I guarantee you not. I guarantee you not. But that's what she gets because of the government. It's a stupid system, bro. You could have been perfect. They'll still take what you got. And it's just ridiculous. But anyways, guys, like I said, stay woke. And I'm not saying don't get married. You guys can really do what you want, but just understand what you're dealing with, and understand whatever you go under to get married. Understand the consequences of what's happening, and look at the worst situations that could happen. And, if you're okay with that, sign it. If you're not okay with it, don't sign it. If you're not okay with it, switch up the rule sets of what is acceptable and what's not. That's the goal. That's the key. You're not going to put yourself in a position where you're going to get, bro, because everybody knows what women are like. One day, bro, one day could come, she changes her mind about everything. That's just the reality. That's just how it is. And any woman to disagree, you're just wrong. Because it's happened so many times. Maybe you wouldn't do it, but this statement is not wrong. There's plenty of women that do those things. One day could come, it's over. And the man is just like, what? Yes, bro. It can be that crazy. It can be that shocking. Things can change that fast. So understand what you're in, bro. Understand it. Make the moves that are necessary to keep yourself safe and to be able to live a good life. But anyways, guys, that is the end of this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Once again, stay safe. God willing, God bless. We'll see y'all at the top.